Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rise of the Runelords. We are on session 51, and in the previous half-century session, you were still shopping. You were, in fact, still shopping. Um, but you managed to collect yourself a ring of spell storing, level 3 variety, minor, uh, so much retail therapy after dealing with Zanesha. And a few other things, including, I believe, a headband of alluring charisma and some other choice items before, um, I believe, making your way back to, or rather, spending the night at Alistair's place. Okay. And with that, I will bring
Fancy
us back
dicks.
to Magnamar, and we will go from there. Oh,
Is this the next day or the same day?
it would be the next day.
All
We're
right,
waking
let's
up.
get going.
Stretch, stretch, stretch.
Mm.
But yeah, I reckon I'll go get Hope saddled up. Learn how to tie a lasso.
I guess it's never been described, but the horse that pulls the wagon. I guess I should come up with a name for that horse since
There's
Edrin isn't gonna do it anymore.
Price. Yeah.
We'll just
I thought there
go
was two.
with
Was there only one?
uh that's a good question. I'll roll with whatever the dungeon master goes with allowing me. Is it one
Yes.
horse or two horse?
Um, for the previous, the caged thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Swore was two. If I could be wrong.
I believe I. You know what? There's at least one, so you can define one. But we'll figure that out in a bit.
I shall name
Yeah.
one then.
I can describe one of them.
I will name this brown horse that has a strangely featured face, such that it looks like it's always grumpy or disgusted and always judging people, but it's actually really friendly and just obedient. I'm gonna name him Liver as
Nice.
a kind of irony and hoping that he doesn't die.
Irony.
Oh, double irony.
Irony in a pun, I'm afraid.
So yeah, Mr. Liver. We'll go with that.
Has a scar on its side, not from any surgeries or anything with his liver, but sure is suspicious.
Horses have two livers, so he transplanted the liver into another horse, saving his life. Cannon. Sorry. Cannon.
I'll roll with it as long as the horse will take me places. I just figured that since Ver describes Hope quite well, I should probably be at least half as diligent. All right, but I will get Mr. Liver loaded up, and I'll make sure all our supplies are in the back of the cart where the cage is.
Wonderful. Mr. Liver is going to put in a lot of work until we get confirmation that there is actually a second horse or donkey or whatever.
A workahorsic.
It's always the
Work
grumpy
horses.
ones that love their work.
Mm-hmm.
Always. So true.
He's a curmudgeon for sure. At least in my book, he is.
Okay, I'm fine. I just almost died.
Oh boy.
Don't die.
Eyelash fell into my eye.
Oh, I hate
Oof.
that.
Owie.
It was
That hurts so
catastrophic.
Hate.
I
Hate,
saw the
hate.
great beyond.
Hate.
Yeah,
Hate
your
that.
life flashes
Anyway.
before your eyes for like 10 minutes. After that, you're like, ah!
Start crying.
Anyway, this is not my party to run.
Right. Yes. So we are pretty much leaving.
Yep, and
Yeah.
and I think Dagger got his own horse. So he's on his horse, you're on Hope. We have to bug him about a name and a style for that horse, and then Artanis and I will be on the cart.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Rust red.
That's right. It's like Lubu's horse from Dynasty Warriors. It's gonna just run over every goblin it sees.
Nice. That would be a killer concept. Any rate, so we're on the road. We're heading
we are.
out on the Lost Coast Road. Or no, wait, we gotta go out into the forest to meet her, right?
I think she was just gonna pop up conveniently. Was the campaign foreboding since I got?
Well, where we left her, I believe, was we should probably take the Naus exit.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's where we left her. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm good with taking the Naus exit. I think Turtleback Ferry is a bit ways to. Oh wait, where's the? Oh geez, that's north.
Oh, it's north, huh?
Oh man, yeah, it's towards the north, which means Lost Coast Road is probably gonna loop around more directly.
Right. So, actually, yeah, I think maybe this is where we left her.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, I can check. I'm looking for a Shalelu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shillelagh.
But yeah, I'll just keep an eye out for a Shalelu, and if the city starts to shrink, then I'll be like, okay, I think we missed her.
Right, yeah. Because we definitely want this ally. And other allies, too. Coincidentally.
Per her instructions,
Ooh, yes.
she would have found you.
Okay.
So there wouldn't, well, based on her tone, you can interpret it however, but based on her tone, it seemed to be a very, just do what you're doing, I will be there.
Okay. So then I guess we're going to head out on the Lost Coast Road.
Yep.
Hopefully we can find it.
Looks like it.
Because it's lost.
I mean, we're trying to find paths all the time. So far,
Right.
not so completed, but we're trying.
Yeah.
Name drop, Pathfinder. Here we are.
Yeah. We said the system.
We did! We worked that in!
Holy crap.
We've never done that before. Wink, wink.
Never.
Okay, so Crimson, as you're doing it, or I guess not Crimson, but Alistair, as you're doing this, takes some time to deal with his own bureaucratic needs while everyone is, waking up and getting themselves ready for the day. Yeah. Let me recheck. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Crimson gets back to you, and or Alistair. At present, he is Alistair, and you leave the grand gates of Naus, or I suppose
Yeah.
maybe the Alabaster district.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious now. I'm gonna just take a peek at the other map if it has any information. No, not really. Wow. Okay. It can be whichever road I want it to be.
Hooray.
All roads
Yep.
lead to Rome.
So yes, you will be heading out now and taking this path here.
All right.
On the road again. Sing it with me, Shrek.
Just
Can't wait to get on the road
get on
again.
the road again.
Whoop.
Mhm.
Down here. Actually, here, I'll keep your big tokens up here. I'll make some little baby tokens.
Give us the tiny ones.
Little
We
tiny
have a
token.
pie.
Or do you? I'm also turning off your names for the big tokens. Or for the baby tokens.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Hi, Pie.
Hello.
Hey,
What happened so far?
does the ghost of Dedrin remember if the cart, the horses that were drawing the caged cart were horses or horse? Or different
I think
creature
it was
burden?
singular donkey.
Donkey. Got it.
That's
I'm
even
Well,
better.
pretty sure it
Mr.
was
Liver makes
singular
sense.
donkey.
Whatever name was
Singular
previously given is has been renamed to Mr. Liver.
I think I named it Bullet.
You know what? That sounds very familiar.
That sounds
So
like
bullet
something you would
liver.
do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he has a scar.
Yeah, the full name is Bullet and Liver.
Okay, well, I certainly can't be playing this anymore. So let's see if I have an adequate ambience. I can give you this, which is very soft.
Yeah, I think I need to turn it up. Oh, never mind. I can hear it. Okay.
Soft by nature. And you head off in the early hours of the day. I don't remember if I said this, but Alistair, you do get your bureaucratic deed done before you leave.
Cool. We rested, right? That was a rest. We rested.
Yeah. Resting it.
Which was
Your level plus
something
Constitution.
Yep.
Resting at Beaumont's.
Oh, sick. I'm healed.
Nice. Me too.
Well, mostly.
If you
Okay.
I'm not. Oh,
if you weren't fully healed, I would have made sure you were fully healed with my cantrip before we left.
Cool, then. Thank you for the single hit point.
Just walk away. I'm like, "Choo, gotcha."
I'm not sure if it would be relevant for our travels, but do we know if there is a known crossing point to get from like this landmass over to this landmass?
There should be adequate resources, and considering there are multiple riverside locations, there are like guaranteed to have bridges in various places.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Within your knowledge, there are very few like actual rivers that have no crossing on them. But especially for something as famous as the Yanda Bakari, you know, it's definitely got crossings in it and its tributaries.
Okay. All right, so we can make our way to either Nybor or Wartortle over here.
Nybor, Wartortle, or risk someplace in the middle that probably has something.
Let's not go so far as Lake Tarantula, though. But
Or
yes,
the Wall of Snakes.
Sirantula? It's like a siren with a tarantula. Sounds like a Drider nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Driders are gross. Yeah. So we're headed on to Nybor, right? Is that where we're
Basically.
going?
Sounds good to me.
And then, so
someone, whoever's navigating the way, whoever's leading the pack, I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out a map, and I'll give them something that I bought literally at the beginning. Never thought it'd come in handy. It's one of these. It can do this.
gives you +2, doesn't it? Oh, +1. That's right. Pathfinder don't do +2s that often. Nice.
So whoever's leading the way, I'll give that to them
Sounds good.
to hold on to.
Let's see here.
I'm at a +8 myself.
Okay, I'm good. You're higher than I am.
Okay, and CC, yours isn't higher than 8? 3. Okay, well, I suppose I can make the roll if one is needed.
And you get the map.
And I get the map.
I get the map.
And you get the map.
Alright, how do we get going?
Okay, that's fun. I found a random generator for something that I will be using.
Nice. Yep.
So, how we're gonna do this is it's it's a coin flipper, and
TPK, not TPK.
yeah, and you've got 27 checks while getting there. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna have 3 checks overnight when you're getting your long rest, and then 2 longer checks throughout the day, basically split into morning and a little bit of afternoon, and then rest of the afternoon and evening. And you can't double up on either of the day, and obviously you can't each person cannot take both of the day shifts, and obviously cannot take any 2 of the night shifts because you got to get sleep. Whether you want to stack all 3 of you on morning and 1 of you on evening doesn't really matter. But that is how I will be splitting things, and then you can figure out how you want to do nights as well. So, because you did manage to leave Magnamar in the early morning, I will have 0 to 4 of you roll perception checks, however you want to do it.
Oh, and if it's all 4 of us, then none of us get to make the check for evening then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably best to do 2 and 2 for the day,
I
but
got the
I'm not going to stop you from all rolling at once.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be on the night team.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense since you have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I think I only have low light anyway, so it makes sense for me to be early morning to afternoon.
Keep in mind, the day and the night rolls are going to be separate, so if you get an evening, you can also take first watch. That's fine.
Okay. So I'll take morning. Vera's got evening.
Oh yeah. Did we run
Crimson-
into her?
Oh, Shillelagh, yeah, duh.
Not yet, as you're going out, but you're following
Okay.
the well-defined trail to get where you need to go.
Okay, Shillelagh will
Okay.
get us. But Alistair and Cece, if you want to split your watches during the day.
I'll rock the evening with Vera.
Okay.
There's no afternoon.
So-
really. You're on the front half of the day with me.
Oh,
Yeah. Morning, Artanis and Cece, go ahead.
And this is perception, you said, right?
The God
Yes.
Cross lovers.
Okay. This has a few more bonuses on it.
Nice.
It's a 23.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a good
Well,
job.
as you're going, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, yes, I did. You are getting these clear views, and Cece, you are, fully taking advantage of your long vision once again. It's a clear day as you're going. I also need to ask, are you, for your horses, your donkey or mule or whatever, and your several horses, what pace are you keeping? Are you going at a walking pace, or are you are you doubling that? Are you pushing your horses to go just a little bit faster?
I don't know. How does the party feel? Do we feel like we need to go fast?
Keep in mind, it will not be like fast. You're not booking it on your horses.
Just
That
not going
could not be
ahead.
sustained. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, just going a little bit fast. But I don't see, if it's just a little bit faster, I don't see the point in tiring out our horses.
I see more of a bonus to do that as we're getting closer to the town. Like if we know we have, a day and a third left, and if we pushed it, we could get there like as nightfall.
Yeah,
starts to
before
hit. Yeah.
night.
So when
Okay.
we get closer and we can kind of gauge the distance, I feel like that's when we would kind of push them, because we know that they get a longer rest afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. Slow
big
and
meal.
then fast when we're closer to town.
Yeah, if necessary to reach before night, because ideally we don't want to be in the wilderness at night.
All right, so cross-country philosophy here. Steady pace and then sprint to the finish line.
Yep. I mean, I know we're gonna have to go one night because what was it, like a day and a half that we need to travel?
This journey is either going to take, it would take 2 weeks on foot or a week on horseback.
Okay.
Not at foot speed.
Yeah. And if we paid a ferryman to take us down the river?
The river would also take you a week.
Well, we have the horses.
I think our
So-
conclusion for not taking the river was it was easier for all of us to fight on land than it was in water.
Ah, yes.
And if it wasn't, that is my justification for us not taking the river.
Right. Works for me. Okay, well, we've got a ways to go then.
Looks like we've got about 140 miles to cover, a little bit around there. So
I'm just
let's
following
get
what the
going.
book says, man.
No worries.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm just like kind of eyeballing it in my head.
I mean, that makes yeah. I mean, if we were driving cars on roads, it might be a little bit, but no, it's unbeaten path. Looks like some
Yep.
of it, at least. So that makes sense.
All right. Should we? I don't think I have control over everyone's token. So should we have just like a group token for movement?
No. I don't
Okay.
want to do that.
Okay.
We can all move.
Yeah,
Or-
if it's gonna take 14 7 to 14 days to get to like there and there.
7 to 14. That spread.
Depends how much you want to push your horses.
Right.
Which I mean, they aren't weak. They are very
Yeah.
strong creatures.
Mhm.
So this really truly is your like halfway point.
And is that a outpost, that Nybor? Or
It's a full little town.
all right, sweet.
Yeah, so, we
So
can
what we're
push
looking
from
at
town
is
to town.
what did you say, Cece?
Oh, I was just saying we could push from town to town. So like if we knew or were able to time that we were getting close to one of the towns, we could push there, have a good break. The horses can get a good rest in stables and stuff like that, and then following kind of that path ish. There's no reason that we need to not take advantage of the towns that are there, especially if it
Right.
only adds like a day in there, but we can keep up with rations and
Yeah.
equipment if something breaks, versus going through a forestry area where there's probably less foot traffic and more likely for there to be problems.
I can also add to any of our worries that Turtleback Ferry isn't going anywhere. And just like Turtleback Ferry isn't going anywhere, from the letters we've received, it sounds like the enemy is pretty locked in Turtleback Ferry, so I highly doubt they're going anywhere either. So if we rush ourselves,
Yeah.
it's more of a detriment to ourselves than taking it slow, because they're not going anywhere and we have to get there.
Right.
They
Yep.
also don't know we're coming. We have that
They're not
on
going to
our
be
side, too.
tired from the road, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, so your morning goes by just fine. You've got a clear day, sunny skies, some clouds coming in here and there. Not too much wind. Very just pleasant day. It is getting a little chillier. Starting to get into like fall territory. But nothing askew, nothing astray. And it's a beautiful day. So making that halfway point, meaning we get to trade off for the evening gift.
Yes, okay. My turn?
Correct.
Let's see. This plus 3.
Me and you, my boy.
Unnatural 20. How about that?
Let's see. Let's see what I get.
Really?
Well,
16. Not terrible. Actually.
even though, thank gosh you can't critical fail skills checks.
Yeah.
That's not one, dude. That's good.
Yeah.
So yes, you make another few hours of your journey. If it takes 10 hours to rest, that would leave like 6 hours with an hour break each. Yeah, so we'll say that the day shifts are 6 hours each. So get to the end of that 6 hours. Again, pleasant day. You can see far along these plains, patches of trees in different places, but generally just wide stretches of path and grasslands.
Nice.
The sun starts to set. And you are able, within that final hour or so leeway, find a patch of trees to help, like, break nighttime wind and give you some cover and such. And settle camp.
Camp time.
Camp time.
I got the s'mores.
If there are two trees close enough to each other, I'll take a mix of my non-magical cloak I'm wearing, like just my regular fancy man cloak, and my bedroll, and I'll try and like make a hammock.
Nice.
I think Artanis would probably set up his bedroll in the back of the wagon. I think there's enough room there, and if anyone tries to get in there, I don't imagine that this cage is all that quiet or well oiled.
Cece would actually take a spot next to the fire, and she looks unbelievably uncomfortable, like almost to the point that she's scared, but she's trying not to let that show. But she sets up her bedroll, not close enough to like catch on fire, but definitely close enough to be in the entirety of the firelight.
Cece, are you okay?
Well, this is the first night in a place without walls since I can't see in the dark anymore. So it's a little uncomfortable.
Don't worry, I'm watching over you.
If you'd like, you can always sleep in the cage. It's about the closest thing we've got to walls, and I can always sleep on top.
It's not so much about that. It's about, I guess it's kind of silly, but I am very scared of the dark. And it was never really an issue before because I could see in the dark, and now I can't. So I think I'm just gonna stay by the fire, and that's also why I got the stone, so I don't have to deal with darkness anymore.
I see. Well, I don't think there's much we can do about the encroaching darkness, but keep the fire going, I suppose. What's the order of watches we would like to establish here?
Alistair, while setting up his hammock, will say, "I'll grab first watch, and if you need any reassurance, Cece, I've fought my entire life mostly in the dark without relying on eyesight. Just need good enough hearing,
I'll
which
take last
I
watch.
tend to have."
Bear will take last watch.
Which means I shall take second. There's only 3 watches, right? We said.
Yeah, 3 watches. A 4-hour, 2-hour, and 4-hour watch. Because he needs 6 consecutive hours or 8 cumulative hours in my world to get a long rest.
Sounds good.
Nice. Yep, definitely
So-
taking last watch.
Watch number 1.
Yes, hello.
Yes, hi, hello.
When everyone starts falling asleep,
You kill them.
Alice, yes, I do. I slit their throats. Triple coup de grace. No, when everyone falls asleep or begins falling asleep, Alistair kind of walks behind a nearby tree, kind of off in the distance, just to do the Superman of taking off the shirt, turning into Batman. Not that Superman does that, but you get the vibe. And he'll don his vigilante outfit. And then he'll pop into his hammock. And while anyone else might not see it because they're asleep, I'll still describe it. He is going to transform. He's going to change shape. And where once he had normal human ears, from some slits in the side of his hood, pop these kind of oversized bat ears, which give me better hearing. And I will roll a perception, if that is what you request. Is that what you would like? Good GM.
Yes, I would. I was chewing, sorry.
How dare you chew? Okay.
Why, you
here's
think you were a human or something?
Oh, you're gonna judge me? Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Oh,
Professional TPK right there.
the hubris.
But we're in a field. Rocks fall. Everyone
Everybody
dies.
dies.
I mean, there are mountains up here. If we're here, who's to say that a rock doesn't skip across Ember Lake and smash into our camp?
Hey, dinosaurs didn't see it coming, and neither did we.
24.
Okay.
5.
24. 24 perception. Split amongst keeping a watchful eye and heightened senses through your nose, though an imprecise sense. You get through 4 hours and find no. Here, let me turn that down. Find no no intruders, no interlopers.
Wonderful. So then when my section of watch comes to an end and the hours pass by, he'll hop down from his hammock, walk over to the cart. Is Artanis sleeping in the cart, or are you sleeping in the cage? What, like, do I walk to the back of the cart and I just got your feet?
Oh, I guess I've always pictured the cage to completely encapsulate the back of the cart. So yeah, I would be inside the cage.
Okay, then I think he would take one of his daggers and rattle the cage. Like, just light taps against the bars of the cage.
Okay, that's polite enough. Uneventful.
Ring, 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 ring.
Oh my god, it's a bat!
No. He just
Artanis
grabs
has-
the cage and shakes it.
Artanis splashes back to the hills.
Okay.
For
That's
this-
good.
For this shift in the Night's Watch, I'm shaking the entire time. Oh my god. Okay.
No, just lightly taps the side of the cage with one of his daggers to make like an audible ringing noise, like metal on metal.
Yeah. Artanis will get up, nod at Alistair, and he'll perform his share of the watch from atop the cage.
Who I will say is still in his getup. He did not change from the vigilante.
Okay.
And he'll
Alright.
just kind of give you a nod and then walk back over to his hammock and climb inside and go to sleep in his vigilante outfit, because I can do that without penalties.
That is nice. It doesn't just smother you in your sleep. Alright, here's my perception check. Alright, 30.
30.
No bonuses.
Sure. Okay. You keep watch for the next 2 hours. What kind of vision do you have?
I have low light.
Okay. With a light source, that'll get you pretty far. Um, and as you're keeping watch, listening out for any shuffling, watching for movement, nothing seems to really show up. You
Okay.
made it to the end of your watch. With it being third watch, everyone who hasn't taken a watch yet technically gets their long rest.
Alright.
Huzzah.
I'll awaken Ver, and
I'll begin putting
I
on my
don't think
armor.
yeah, I don't think Cece voiced wanting to do any of the watches.
That's
So-
totally possible to do.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, she could just get her beauty sleep. Either way, I'll help Ver put his armor on before
Nice.
resuming my rest.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, how's that new arm of yours treating you? Ver says as you're helping him put on his armor.
I seem to be adjusting to it. I can get the fingers to move, and you kind of see Artanis touching each of the fingers to the new arm's palm, and I seem to be adjusting to it. I can probably make some minor adjustments just so that it feels more comfortable, but it's functional.
Nice.
Still, though, it would be nice to have a actual arm back.
Yeah. I'm
Though
sure.
looking at a Crimson, I wonder if I can hide things inside the arm. You know, could be interesting.
Yeah. Could very well be.
After a bit of time, you're able to assist him into his armor. For which I will, as Artanis beds down to get the last 4 of his rest, ask you, Ver, for your perception.
Hit 4.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Ooh.
You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. Boring just to have all the high perceptions.
In the morning, poor Bear's just trying to make breakfast, and some smugglers are like, "Oh, look what we have here!" And he's like, "I just want to make an omelet. Leave me alone."
Well, at least I have my
Okay.
armor on now.
Right, so you're keeping watch for the last 4 hours, and you're keeping watch, but instead you actually spot some a little grouping of mushrooms poking out of the brush, or the floor of this little woodsy section,
Mhm.
and you spend an inordinate amount of time
Thinking about
trying
eating
to
them.
remember if these are edible or poisonous. By the time
Well,
by the time the sun rolls up, you have finally racked your brain enough to realize, "Oh, okay, these are edible. We're not going to die from these." But you realize you've gone an entire watch without watching.
Right. Oops. So I
Rise and
go.
shine.
Hmm. Can't all be 30s, guys. Yeah. Well, the mushrooms. Yeah, I just eat. So, do you want me to mark off a ration now, or
Yeah.
when are we
Well,
in?
yeah. When you all wake up, when you get to breakfast.
Okay, cool. That's when I'll do it then, because I've got 7, and I think Hope's got some in her saddlebags too. Any rate,
Mhm.
yeah. So, I look at everybody. Nobody's dead. Nobody's a vampire. No rocks have fallen on anybody conspicuously.
And I've marked off my rations as well.
Cool.
Likewise.
How are we keeping track of rations?
Yeah, that's the old school.
Uh,
Let's see. Where was the tab?
I don't
for
think we have
mine?
party rations. I just have mine under my gear.
Yeah, so do I. That's why I'm asking how we're keeping track.
Mm.
Is it a ration a day?
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
pretty
it
sure.
is.
Yeah, and
Rations.
then it's a ration per person.
Seems like everyone's going to be able to just monitor their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least I can. I can just type it in, or just click a button to expend one.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is good. Why did I never? Oh, damn it. Okay, well, I have a good ambience for the next time you guys are on a long trek and need to camp for the night.
What you mean tonight?
In
We
about
are.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wake up and while it is of course brighter, It's actually fairly overcast. Pretty brisk temperatures, so you're gonna have to wrap up a little bit of wind going through. As you wake up in the morning, it's about 35 degrees. That's right,
Ooh,
the
chilly.
random weather generator.
That's fun.
I'm pretty proud of it.
That's fun. I like that.
Huh. I'm actually going to get to use my heat stone that I purchased when I first created Artanis.
Oh. I'll keep the random weather generator in mind. Especially as you
Well-
guys go into winter.
It's a good thing that while I'm not wearing cold weather clothing or anything, I am technically wearing like multiple layers of clothing.
Big same.
And go behind another tree when it's morning, like while Vera's making breakfast. Put back on my noble outfit over my vigilante outfit. So I'm wearing nice fancy noble clothes over armor, cloaks. I'm wearing like 2 cloaks. I got armor on. I got a noble's outfit, some rings on my finger. Not that they're gonna help with cold, but
Right.
They're
I
there,
got
and that's what's
I got
important.
those. Yeah, I got those multiple pairs of clothes on. I had to brag. I had to brag about my wealth. I had to say multiple rings. Nothing to do with the cold. I just got to brag wealth.
And then, CC, you probably have reasonable clothing with you as well, I would assume.
Yeah, and if I get cold, I'll just start juggling fire.
True. You literally have fire in
fire.
your veins.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
run hot. Highest
I have
furnace.
an artisan's outfit under my armor. So
CC, you aren't just warm-blooded. You warm the area.
nice.
Hi, me. I furnace.
Nice.
A little uncomfortable for everyone during summers, but
Indispensable
so-
in the winter.
so
I think
morning.
it is worth noting that the heat stone actually keeps a 20-foot square area comfortably warm, even in extreme cold.
Okay, that's good to know.
Nice. That's dope.
Get toasty.
That being said, I will have, as you get ready, morning shift. Morning shift perceptions.
I'll take the morning. I'll flip flop.
The nighttime is the right time. I'm sticking with it.
Well, if Artanis is going to do morning, then I don't want to double down. I'll stick with Ver.
Okay. Sorry, I hit the button like right when you said it.
Damn, boys, we gonna make good time today.
32 and 22. Okay.
I thought. Oh. What are these perception? Are we
Just like-
Are we going along a road still?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Mhm.
No worries.
There are certain merchants' paths that go by. So you might have to go off the path for certain times, but so far so good. That being said, Artanis and CC, you are looking out over this dreary, drab day, and it gets a bit warmer. Midday gets to about 47 degrees. Hold on, let me pull this up. Off in the distance, both of you actually see it's yeah, off in the distance, you actually see a group of individuals, nomads, it looks like. They're not coming up towards you, they're going adjacent to you. Other than that, nothing to really find of note in this morning.
Oh, so they're just gonna like pass by us adjacent, like on the other side of the road or something.
Yeah. They're actually like off the path, maybe on a
Oh.
different path that's further away or something.
Oh, okay.
But you notice them, they're there.
Hmm.
You can't
did
just
it look
murder
like-
every NPC you see.
Right.
Dang
Uh,
it!
Did it look
You're
like they saw us?
underestimating my power.
You're underestimating my power.
No.
Fair.
Yeah. That is a comeback that I will have to say is acceptable.
But yeah, did it look like they saw us? Like we made eye contact?
Yeah, with a couple of them.
Oh, okay, and it didn't look like they were like trying to size us up or anything.
No, they just kept going.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. So, literally, so in that case, you break for lunch and get to the evening perception checks. Evening watch.
Evening watch.
18.
7.
7. Okay. Bear, you're really trying to make up for trying to be valiant and making up for the last watch, and it's not exactly going well. Crimson, you're
Fair.
having a better time, more comfortable in this weather. You've been out on winter nights fighting crime or whatever you do. So you keep watch, and nothing seems of note.
Well then, no need to bring anything up. Just keeps riding and lets Ver keep looking at the flowers.
Yeah.
I saw a rabbit.
Good for you, Ver. Good for you.
Ilya just goes into kid mode.
It's the chaos.
No, that's fair.
It's the chaos.
Okay. So, you've made another leg of your journey and are bedding down for your second night on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Cece will join Ver in the morning to help figure out breakfast and get help him get his armor on too.
Okay,
Cool.
that sounds good.
Yep.
Got it. And then first and second watch are probably as previously described.
I can grab first again.
Okay.
Yep.
Of course, Cece. So yeah, go ahead, Crimson.
Sure. And I kind of do the same routine every night out of Magnamar.
Of course.
When everyone's asleep, the ears come out.
Mm-hmm.
I also have another question for you during my watch, but it's too long to talk about. And it involves a whisper, and the whisper is going to take too long, so I'll whisper it after my watch is over.
Okay.
23.
23. All right. Hold on, let me roll one more thing. Got it.
It is a 4. I need to stop rolling 5 below. Like, all my perceptions have been 5, 4, and a 3. Like, I know it's good for what they are, but if I get like an 11, it's a 30.
All right. So you get through your watch, your 4 hours. Don't see or hear too much. Crimson using echolocation, but it's not a normal he's not going like Waluigi. Wah. It actually sounds like a bat. It's really discordant.
It's very creepy.
Opens his mouth and just a little.
Not even a sound.
No, of course. Supersonic.
Yeah.
I just
Or
pictured the
I guess
Zubat
superhuman.
Pokemon.
Basically. But yeah, your 4 hours goes by uneventfully.
Okay, well then, same deal. Walks over to the cart, taps on the cage with his dagger to wake up Artanis. But I think night 2, Artanis probably gets a wake up, and then he walks back to his hammock.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Artanis will resume the same thing he did before and perform his night watch from the cage top. Perception. I don't have my bright light bonus now. Meow. 29.
Two hours go by. The moon is not out due to that overcast. Nothing of note tonight.
Gotcha. I will awaken Ver, and I think Cece voiced that she wanted to wake up with Ver, right? This time around?
Yeah,
Whether
that's what I
or
heard.
not you remember, Ver would have anyone.
Oh, okay. I take it Ver would probably let that be known, and we'd probably wake Cece up so that we can help get you into your armor quicker.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah.
you do that?
She kind of wakes up with a bit of a start, and the first thing she does is she digs into her bag and grabs the little ion torch and throws it up so she's not in the dark if they need to wander away from the fire at all.
Yeah.
Oh, show.
Okay. And then I'll get a perception check from the both of you.
Gosh darn it.
Damn.
Okay, well
Damn.
let's see if me being awake helps.
Doing dirty.
Yeah, well it's better.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
better.
All right.
Yeah.
I am hyper aware because I'm scared.
Right. And yeah, so
Shout out to the two crew.
Cece, you're looking out the entire time, and Ver, you're just
Bored.
you're really bored, and you've also got a hum of anxiety because Cece is so freaked out.
Yeah.
It just draws your
fair.
attention.
That's fair.
It's true.
That being said, once some overcast sunlight reaches through, Cece, you do actually hear very lightly some footsteps approaching.
Oh, crap. Thank you
Uh,
for waking up.
Yeah. Cece will jump up to her feet from where she'd probably been sitting, probably fast enough to kind of startle her a little bit.
What?
She had been
Huh?
so hyper focused on. She said, "She'll go. Someone's coming. I'll go wake up Artanis and Crimson. You be ready." And
All
I
right.
will go to.
I wake the people up.
Yep, I will go around. I'll wake up Dagger first, knowing that he probably wants to hide to try to get the jump on whoever is coming at us, and then I will go wake up Artanis.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'll move to meet whoever's coming in then if you're going to wake people up. That sounds like a good idea. That'll be my tactic, is I'm going to go towards the footsteps.
Yeah, if the time was there when he's woken up, I think the Crimson Dagger would try to just do swift movements to go from hammock into tree. Climb
Alright.
the tree.
At what point in my watch does this happen?
About 3 hours in.
Ooh, okay. So right about kind of almost there.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna investigate to see who's coming.
Okay. Well, they don't exactly keep themselves in secret, and you see approaching the party is an elven ranger.
Oh,
Yay! She found us.
hello.
Good to see you're making ground.
Yeah.
No need to wake the others. You can finish your rests. And Shalelu kind of gestures towards the others.
Well,
And then she pulls off from the rope that she slung over her back some freshly caught wildlife,
nice.
and as a an offering.
Sweet.
So you all are currently awake, but Crimson and Artanis would need that extra hour to get their long rest and not start getting exhausted.
I'm gonna go straight back to sleep as soon as I see it's Shalelu.
Sounds good.
And I guess we can start cooking.
I don't think I've ever met this person, so Crimson Dagger would come from his position and ask for the rundown.
Oh, this is Shalelu. This is our guide to Turtleback Ferry. She pronoun she. correct?
Yeah, she.
Okay, yeah. She said she was going to find us in due time, so we seem to have stuck to enough of a path and pattern that she was able to find us.
Mm-hmm.
And you trust this person?
Enough to know that they would not lead us astray from our current target.
Crimson Dagger slowly puts a dagger back into his band. And then that's good enough for him on the spot. And he'll climb back into his hammock. Which I think at this point, with the early light, you would all notice the bat ears. It's not they are not gone. They are very much there, and I like to imagine them as those giant, those bats with those like really giant ears.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you?
They're kind of like.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, the big-eared bat. They're kind of like those.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
I'll post a picture.
Cece would probably do a double take, but I don't think she would say anything more.
This guy with ears poking out the side of his hood.
Veiny.
I'll post it.
Veiny boys.
Yeah, like that guy.
Nice. Okay, well,
And then go back to his hammock.
yeah, the following hour goes by, and so no negative consequences. Wait.
Or were there?
I'm just thinking if Crimson
The
had the
Jurassics
first
in this
watch,
neck of the woods.
then it would be. You know what? Artanis would have gotten 8 hours anyway. Crimson, can you give me a fortitude?
Sure thing.
Just determine how easy it is for you to slip back. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Because if you woke up too hard, then I'd have to ask you to get an additional 2 hours to get the 8 hours of rest. But you were able to slip into sleep again pretty easily.
Nice.
I'm used to rough situations. I can sleep anywhere.
Especially upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sun comes up, and again, keeping that overcast. It is a warmer day. It starts at 41 rather than somewhere in the 30s. Still a very light wind. And you can get your breakfast going and breakfast eaten, I suppose.
For tracking purposes, is the game that she brought enough to feed everybody?
Yeah, I'll say that counts for the day.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'm not going to let you get off scot-free, but we can play a little fast and loose with it.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Make some
So,
roll burgers.
You get to your morning watch, and Shalelu will join in on the morning watch.
Thank God she's here.
Hey, we're the bad perception people. Everybody else has godlike, nothing below a 20.
Okay, so. Ooh. That was pretty close. Pretty close to a random encounter.
Ooh.
Let's just see what it would have been. Oh my god. Okay. So once again, maybe hearing over a hill or just further away, not really a concern for you at all. And definitely would take significant time to deal with it to even just get to there. Are a band of goblins. Not sure what they're doing, but again, not concerned with you. And that makes the morning shift. So, evening shift.
Here we go. Yeah. 9.
Nice. 27.
Oh, I needn't have worried. Those ones will get you tripping, man.
You do actually see a sketchy patch of mushrooms, and you get worried that you're going to be like tempted to try them or something.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
27, I see this, I bring my horse next to his, and I bring it slowly like a Family Guy cutaway just directly in front of him, and I just shake my head.
Mushrooms, dude. Mushrooms.
Crimson, you don't seem to see anything suspicious aside from the mushrooms. And Rivere's visage.
Eyes on the path, fair.
What? Mushrooms? No. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what it is, but I've been having trouble focusing while we've been on this trip.
Have you tried thinking about something other than mushrooms? Like your horse, maybe?
Yeah, maybe if I... Yeah, that's a good call. Maybe I should leave the mushrooms alone. And, yeah. No more mushrooms. I'm mushroom free from day on.
We need to get Vera a fidget spinner.
Well, we could go over there and take care of those goblins. That would maybe make me a little bit less anxious. No, I'm just kidding. We've got someplace to be.
Yeah, goblins are the least of our worries right now.
Right.
Like a disappointed father just leaves Vera with no mushrooms.
Hi, Dad. Yeah. Okay, no mushrooms, he says, embarrassed. And, hope that he can get his ADHD under control.
As we're traveling along, Cece would kind of gesture to Dagger to come over to where she's sitting on the cart, and will kind of ask him in a hushed tone. Would you like to do the watch with our newfound companion, so you can keep an eye on them? Would that make you feel more comfortable about their presence with us?
I was thinking about that, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to, if they volunteer, to put them in a position that you would feel most comfortable with their presence. I trust your instincts.
Oh, I'm tempted to be cocky and be like, as you should. Or be like, well, thank you. So I think he'll say both. As you should and thank you. And he'll go, I trust your word on this person. But I'd like to see for myself what they're made of.
I think that's a good call. And she'll give a kind of like a nod of approval and then kind of let him go back to riding and probably guiding Bear to not wander off somewhere.
Yeah, out of the corner of his eye, the Crimson Dagger sees Ver's horse slightly veering off.
Towards the
and he
goblins.
goes- and he goes, Cece, you might want to handle that.
She would see the wandering off and just kind of go, Bear, you're veering off the trail.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. Sorry about that.
It's okay, don't fall
And
behind.
You find a side of a hill that breaks the wind reasonably, and are able to make camp for the night once again. Yes, I'm going to say that several times in the future.
It's okay. I giggle every time.
Good. It means I'm entertaining.
Yes. Very.
So in that case, Shalelu and Crimson will take first watch.
Indubitably.
I forgot to give you your bird sounds.
Not the bird sounds.
I have to make good ambience. So yes, nighttime perception for both of you. Wow.
Wow. Owen Wilson.
Look
Finally!
at you.
It's a 15.
Beautiful. Jeez, guys.
Okay, so the two of you
Yay.
are keeping watch, and you especially hear some rustling, but as the both of you keep quiet to make sure you can like ambush whatever might be going on, sound goes away.
I'm gonna ask because I'm curious. I have precision hearing, which means whenever I succeed a perception check to hear if this would count creatures that I can't see, and my check exceeds by 10 or more, I can pinpoint exactly where the sound originated. If I exceeded by 10 or more with a 34, would I be able to tell how far away the sound was from the camp? Like close bushes or kind of far off?
Yes. It would not have been in close bushes. Both of you are very vigilant, and you caught it from a ways away.
Okay. And I don't know if I'd be able to put this in with that same, did it sound animal-like? Or, something
Yes.
walking on two legs? Okay.
Sounded like something walking on four legs. Made a little bit of a noise and then moved on.
Okay. Well then, if that is all that happens during my watch, and having watched Shalelu so that there were no shenanigans, he would continue the routine, hop down from his hammock, and wake up Artanis.
Okay.
All right. I'll get up, take stock of where everyone is with the new member, and then I'll make my perception check.
All right. Go ahead. $21. You keep watch over the next 2 hours, and again, nothing really draws your attention. Seems to be pretty clear nearby Magnamar.
All right, I suppose that makes some sense. I'll complete my watch by helping Ver into his armor alongside Cece.
Wonderful.
Thank you, as always, for the help with the armor.
Okay. And then last watch. Early morning watch.
Yikes. Come on. Come on, Ver. This is your turn.
Oh,
Come on. Come on. Big number.
yeah!
Yay!
Oh,
Cece's
the horde of
panicking about the
orcs
dark.
wasn't able to.
I
The horde of
staved him
orcs
off.
couldn't sneak up on you.
Darn it.
Okay. Yeah, you are, paying attention, and
No mushrooms.
no mushrooms this time. And you're keeping watch, and you see the sun, the actual sun, peek up above the horizon, as the day begins, and it looks like that overcast has moved past. And brought with it a clear, if cold day. As
Yeah.
you see around you, there is frost on the grasslands, on the grass.
Brr.
It is just barely freezing. Well, yeah. You have successfully traveled for 3 days. You are on to your 4th day of travel.
All right. I'll go ahead and make my morning check here. Nice.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Artanis and Cece keeping watch. I won't forget this time. Can't escape me. You're keeping watch on the first trek of your 4th day, and everything seems to be clear, and you much appreciate the sunlight on this chilly morning.
Probably also really appreciate my personal heater.
That too. Both of them.
Yeah.
As well as Cece. Just being warm in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to pick up some winter clothes at Nyber.
Of course. So, yeah. Make it to your midday
Okay, and another ration.
and another ration to cover
Yeah,
the
I
day.
marked mine off.
Which brings us to Evening Watch, which Shalelu will join in this time.
Cool. I just need to do something. Fix that. Go here. Perception. Blam. You know, I'd like some rolls above a 5. I got 1.
The dice, they are a fickle master.
Okay. Well, if that, that's how it's gonna be with a 15 and a 17. You, you come across a family of deer who don't want to get all too close to you, but are passing by on the path. Pretty close to you. Definitely much closer than the other parties that have been spotted thus far in this journey.
Oh dear.
I should have chosen a different animal. I can't believe you.
I'm sorry.
But yes,
Do they
seemingly
look-
harmless.
Okay, I was just about to ask, do they look off?
Vampire
Well, I did
deers.
say seemingly. I did say first glance.
If we've made notice of them that they're closer to us than any other group we've seen,
Mhm.
look at them a bit closer.
At first glance, they look as like jumpy as normal deer would be. But it's up to you if you really want to
I
take
kind of
one.
want it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna get close, but I want to like look at them better.
Okay. For survival
Sense
or
motive
knowledge
to
nature be better? No. They don't have a motive to sense. I mean, they kind of do. But I'm going with either knowledge nature or survival. I'm just going to see if knowledge nature would cover that.
I guess it depends on the animal for sense motive, because I could see an argument for sense motive against like a bear if it's gonna charge you or not.
Right.
Fair enough.
I get it vibe. Or like sense motive like big predator animals to see if they're gonna pounce on you.
Yeah.
Sense motive, you can sense enchantment. That's a DC 25.
Dang.
They're enchanted deer.
Sorry, I just found that interesting. Survival. Yeah. Knowledge nature makes the most sense, but if you don't have that, I'll work with a different skill.
Okay. Well, I don't have knowledge nature, but I do have survival.
I can work with survival.
Okay.
It'll just be a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's fair. It would probably be normal deer to me, but what do I know? I don't really leave Magnamar all too much. Oh
Nice.
my god.
What do I know? Natural 20. Great, I love it. Love to see it.
From the minimal time you have spent outside of Magnamar's walls, yes, they do seem to be behaving and look similar to deer that you have seen in the past. They don't even look infected with chronic wasting disease. It's a thing, a very big problem in Wisconsin.
Yeah. None of them are walking on their hind legs.
No, none of them are gonna pull off their hooves and wiggle their fingers at you.
No zombie deer.
Nope.
Because that's terrifying. That's legit terrifying to watch if you've ever seen videos. Alright, so normal deer.
Normal deer.
Crimson Dagger, probably what everyone sees is just him looking at them while they're moving and then just looking back. Nothing to note. He's just observing the fauna.
Mm-hmm. That marks 4 days down on your journey. Shalelu makes small conversation with you all, trying to show that she cares when she doesn't really care for courtesies and social interactions.
I think I would make a point in conversations that I had with her to ask her about her being a ranger, and like since she brought game for us to eat, like ask her about hunting and stuff like that. So that would be the primary conversation that Cece would engage with her about, just a curiosity of what that's like and how she hunts and things like that.
Right. She would delve into that. That topic.
Be a bit more engaged about that topic. Versus just
A little bit more.
Versus just pleasantries, yeah.
Yeah, she does have expertise in that topic, so she can speak more on it. She's not completely involved, but she would absolutely take the time to, speak with you and discuss different techniques and such as you bed down for the night. And then we can get to nighttime shifts once again. Shut off the birds. Shalelu will be first.
That's a bad sign, guys. When birds go quiet, it means there's a predator about. And it's me.
I almost made a joke, but then I paused. I was like, I don't think I want to make that joke.
You were going bad, weren't you?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
How's the shoe fit?
Yeah, the shoe fits.
We got a Cinderella in the party? I mean, I guess you are a princess.
But am I Cinderella?
No,
I am in a blue
not at
dress,
all.
so maybe.
In a weird way, I feel like you're more Mulan. You're a battle princess.
Yeah, I can't really think of a...
And you have
princess
fire
that-
like the dragon.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not Elsa.
I'm
like
honestly-
the opposite of Elsa.
I'm honestly so excited because every time that a random encounter misses, I get to add an extra percentile to the chance.
Nice.
Oh, so we're just getting like really lucky, huh?
A little bit.
We're gonna end the night with a big old fight, guys. That's how this is gonna end.
It's a dragon.
The session's gonna end with us getting into a fight.
The session's gonna end with us rolling initiative.
Right?
So,
D20 style.
first shift of the night does go by uneventfully.
I don't know if the dagger would have conversation with Shalelu, but every now and then he'd definitely be like side-eyeing her just to make sure she's not doing anything out of the ordinary.
Sure. Beside keeping watch, she does try to set a few traps and does pay attention to game as much as intruders.
Listen, you said the hanging upside down from trees, alright? I may have bad ears, but...
I mean, you make a hammock in a tree. You're almost upside down.
but saying, listen,
If you get caught
that's racist.
and you're hanging upside down.
Not all bats look alike, okay? Check your privilege.
Pick your bat privilege, all right?
Bat privilege.
Sky puppies.
Sky puppies.
Okay, so we'll try to get these encounters through your travels done a little bit faster. I will say first shift goes by uneventfully.
Wonderful. Same situation. Ring-a-ding-ding on the cage, wake him up.
Neat.
With your 35, you are paying attention, and your 2 hours also goes by uneventfully.
Clink, clank, plop. I'm gonna help Ver get up.
We'll workshop it.
That almost rhymed. You were almost there.
You know what? I'm gonna
I wasn't
see if I
trying
can't
very
do this in the
hard.
background.
Yeah,
I've got time. I'm gonna try to get that nighttime ambience going while I'm running this in the background.
All right. So it's rolling time.
Rolling, rolling.
Keep
on
rolling,
rolling,
rolling, rolling. What? Oh, god dang it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys.
These two singing.
We're too busy making breakfast. Did Shalelu find any game that she left for us to make breakfast with?
I will check.
Thank you.
That's a good point.
I appreciate that.
17 on the die, because that doesn't need to be secret. And where's your skills? 27 survival. Yeah, she
Holy
absolutely got game for you.
You got game.
She got game! She got game, boys! Yeah, yeah, so Ver and I will make breakfast in the morning. We're probably focusing on that versus actually
Right.
keeping watch.
Hopefully it's not the death of us all.
Cece's just hugging that fireplace with her little ion stone bouncing around her head, giving her light.
At least I'm not distracted by mushrooms this time.
Nope, now you're cooking stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Literal.
Okay. Don't mind me. Just getting my books for no reason.
Sure. The
Mm-hmm.
reason, sure.
No bestiary, right?
No raisins.
No, it's a different book. Different books.
Bestiaries number
Yep.
2 and 3.
Oh well, the setting probably comes with monsters too.
It does, actually.
It's fight time.
Okay. So, a 6 and an 11. Okay, well, I gotta check how poor you have to roll to not notice anything on perception. You know, not that you're gonna need it.
Right. Obviously,
We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Creature making the check is distracted. Got it. +5 to your DC. Okay. So, you're very excited to be working with this food. You get to save your rations and you get to work with, fresh game and such, and nothing's going on. Cece, you're happy to help him, and you're happy that he's happy because he's getting to work on his husbandry skills, and and you notice near the end of that watch, you hear far too close than you maybe should have. You hear the sound of several hooves approach your position.
Lord's out.
Not for you. You don't notice.
Right.
Somehow. But yeah, you hear hooves approaching, and they are fast approaching, and they are close. Like within a round that they would get to you at their full dash.
Gonna.
Uh-oh, Cece?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Sorry, yeah. If I heard that, I would alert, Vare immediately.
Lord out.
Okay. The horses will be roughly upon your party in one round. How do you want to handle this?
I'm gonna.
I'll probably ask that for any encounter that you come across.
Well, now that if they're really close, can we see who they are? Do they have?
I mean, yeah. Now that you are paying attention,
Yeah.
and you have both looked over, in the morning light, there are 4 horses. Just 4 horses.
The apocalypse is here. Sorry.
No one riding them, just 4 horses.
Okay.
At first glance, of course.
Okay. So I'm gonna try handle animal to get them not to trample us. Or
yeah, handle animal would work.
if they don't have anybody on them, it would make
Right.
sense that I maybe could. They were maybe wild animals that were
Yeah,
trying
go
to
ahead.
trample our stuff. So +9 on this.
Oh, jeez. Well done. Like,
Nice.
you need to leave and go the other direction.
Please do not kill us.
Do not
For you.
trample us.
I'll use my mushrooms spores to.
Use my mushrooms against you.
Alright. That's.
Artanis, based on your question, I would say if they were on your party or being excessively loud, I would let you. As for right now, not quite. But you are correct. That's how it would work. 27. Yeah. Okay. You
Wrangle them and sell them. Gotta go back to Magmar real quick.
put your sword to the side. Don't like hold it out at them. But you do hold your hand up. And I, as a game master, have no experience with horses, so it's gonna probably sound cheesy to people who do. But
Disclaimer.
especially with just your presence, you seem like a calm individual and a controlling individual, or an individual in control, not a controlling individual.
Mhm.
And they seem to respect you for that. And as they are coming up to you, they like raise their heads and pull to the side and go down to a swift little trot. They don't like come up to you. They don't really need to, but
Right.
they
I nod at them.
and they kind of start walking off in a different direction.
Now, anyways, it's breakfast.
Back to breakfast.
can
Oh, I
give
hope
you-
it didn't burn, and Cece will run back to the fire.
I can give you all. Actually, I'll just give the Wake members experience for that.
Interesting.
But you were all there.
Yeah. My horse whispering should have everybody reap the benefits. That's
Professional
my
horse
opinion,
whisperer.
anyways. Yep, Varadin.
Okay. And as we come to morning, on day 5 of travels, I think we're going to take a break.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Wonderful. So be back on the 30 mark?
Yeah.
Awesome. Be back in 10.
Okay. So, welcome back to this group traveling across the land. They would actually, at this point, be a little over halfway to their midway point. So, a little over a quarter of the way. You've traveled a decent ways. And with that, I can get morning checks.
Hey, look at that teamwork. Same numbers. Hey.
It doesn't happen very often.
13 from Shalelu. She is a little preoccupied herself, but you're riding along, and there doesn't seem to be anything intriguing. With that being said, we can get to the evening watch.
$21.
Nice. 32 and 21. You keeping a solid watch. See some of the wildlife walk by and such, but
No, I
nothing
see
dangerous.
a mushroom, but I ignore it.
Yes. You've learned.
Too mature for mushrooms.
And another day goes by. At the rate you are going, you are 2 days out. 2 days travel out from Nybor. Move you a little bit closer. And as night settles, the stream gets to hear this. And I suppose I can take first watch.
I believe that's me and Shlelu.
Correct.
And now that night is afoot.
Damn, okay. Yeah. Speaking of character development, if any of you have like conversations that you want to get out, we can roleplay them, but you know, we don't have to. Just I'm not trying to stifle anything as we're going along.
I have no conversations unless people want to have conversations with me. I'm just taking the night, watching people doing things, maybe carving an ominous image into a tree.
Leaving a direct trail to the Crimson Dagger. Anyway,
No, you know,
Character development.
picking a tree every now and then, leaving a mark, like, you know, for anyone who leaves Magnamar, if you see this mark, be terrified because I will stab you in your face.
Exactly.
My reach leaves Magnamar now. I have to let it be known.
Nice.
okay. Well, first shift is over.
Now this time I actually shake the entire cage. No, I don't.
Artanis, you wake from a dream where he was shaking your cage.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare. You saw an actual man-sized bat shaking your cage.
Probably rattles me a good bit. It's like, oh, you got me that time, Crimson. I'll do my watch. Oh goodness. Like geez, like the Scarecrow scenes in Batman Arkham.
The dagger just walks away and just goes like, "You haven't even seen the worst of it yet."
At this point, would I see your ears?
Oh, everyone's seen them. Yeah, they've
Okay,
stayed for the past couple of days, even during the daylight.
We've just ignored them.
I
Like,
guess-
oh, Crimson's totally normal.
Yeah, this guy walking with us suddenly has giant bat ears. That's fine. We're walking with a devil man.
Right, exactly.
I guess as you're walking off, I'll just ask, Crimson, are you a druid of some sort, or are you a different race altogether?
That's an interesting question. What do you think I am?
Mackenzie's telling me to give a cheesy answer, like, you're my friend. I'm gonna say,
You'd be like, go to fuck to sleep.
I'm gonna say that you're probably a different race. Something, maybe lycanthropic. But that's my best guess. Otherwise, your ability to pass off as human is beyond anything I've ever seen or heard of.
We can go with that. I like to. This is gonna sound so cliche, but I can't not say it.
I'll go with it.
He's gonna say, I like to think of myself as fear incarnate. And if my abilities bring fear into those who dare cross my path, then why be human when I can be fear?
And fear, in your eyes, is in the symbology of a bat.
Wouldn't you be scared if you awoke to the visage of a vampire bat with a dagger at your throat?
Well, if the vampire bat were capable of wielding daggers, then I suppose I would be quite startled. But vampire bats do have a certain symbology in other cultures. And, I don't know. I'm not scared, seeing as how you've had my back these past days. But it's just interesting getting to know a little bit more about you. You're an enigma.
And that's how I like it.
And with those mysterious dialogues over, I'll let you sleep in your hammock, make my distracted watch of a 17.
Yeah, it's actually the conversation. He before like I kind of walking towards his hammock, he would say, "Those in the city have grown to fear my symbology. You'd be surprised how well the thought of two daggers acting as large, sharp fangs tend to fit the motif of a bat. And when they see my fangs, people tend to get pretty scared.
That does make sense. I can see that motif working.
And he'll climb into the hammock.
And snuggle up ferociously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think it'd be pretty safe to notice that, especially with Artanis, but I think everyone else, they are definitely, is organic the right word? They're definitely, like, grown from him. They're not, like, non-fleshy ears. It's not like a mechanical thing. It's definitely, like...
I think organic.
Yeah.
Might cover that.
Organic makes sense. Yeah.
Natural also works.
I think natural.
Yeah, they're definitely natural ears.
Extensions.
Your whole head accommodates them as they grow in.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
All right. And I will allow our DM to narrate the results of my Nat 1.
Yes. Yes, I will. Would you all kindly look over to the bottom left? And I realize I don't have a grid, but if you could, like, generally place yourself around the fire. I know CC is going to be there.
There's a fire?
Oh,
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
give her
To the
dice
left,
roller.
to the left.
Well, I suppose
Maybe maybe like off a little bit, like in the trees. If there's tree here and here, he's here.
Okay.
I mean, I'd kind of be maybe like around here, I guess.
Sure. Actually, we might take a position a little further out. And then, Artanis, wherever you park the cart.
Yeah, I was planning on it being at my location.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So, working with a Nat 1 on this, you're still gonna get your roll of that 17, but, you accidentally doze off during your watch. And so I'd have to compare anything with a plus 10 to any kind of DC.
Okay. So will that plus 10 be compared to this Nat 1, or do I get like a different roll but at a plus 10 DC?
That's a fair point. But I was thinking we were gonna go off of this perception roll because, you know, this is still your watch's roll.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's fair enough. You can go ahead and give me a secondary roll.
Holding my breath.
Okay.
Ugh, these rolls.
Okay.
Dang. It's like a 3.
So with that means that you are asleep, and you are asleep, and you are asleep, and you just dozed off.
Oh, shit. We're all sleeping really well, uninterrupted sleep.
Yeah, it's great. Um, yeah.
I'll leave this entirely up to you. I'll make a base argument for anything or for it, but it's up to you. I'm not bending the ruling of anything, but I'm kind of just going off the naming since my ears are out and I have precision hearing. While that's usually I have to be the one to actively, I'm awake and I make the perception check. But
Right.
if I have precision hearing and sensitive bat ears, if anything's approaching, maybe I could attempt to hear something.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to that. Crimson, seeing as you are a little bit further out from the group, could I get a stealth roll, either taking 10 as just sort of a passive thing, or if you specifically try to hide your sleeping arrangement?
I do think that normally he would try to hide a little bit when he goes into his sleeping arrangement. I mean, there's not really hiding a hammock, but putting himself deeper into the hammock to try and cover himself. So if that means a roll, I can do that.
I'd actually rather have it go off of survival because, it's less hiding at that point and more camouflage.
How you
Sure.
constructed your...
Then, if I still have the choice,
You do.
I'll take the 10, which I've told you about.
Right. Okay.
Which I have told you about.
Got it. That being said, we'll do this again. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if it'd matter.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if it'd matter if you wanted me to do anything, but only because things are happening, and I feel like I should bring it up out of paranoia. All around the campsite, any of my footprints would be in the shape of orc footprints, thanks to my fake footprint shoes. So if you wanted that requires I make a survival check if anyone was trying to determine what the tracks were.
No thank you. No need.
Okay. Cool. Thought I'd bring it up just in case.
Yeah. I would like everyone to make perception checks.
Oh boy.
And it is still nighttime, yeah?
It is.
Okay.
Shit.
That's a 4 for me.
And then I'll do one for Shalelu, who got a natural 1. But we'll see. I think she... Yeah, that would be 14. Okay, Artanis and Crimson, you are not surprised, but we are going into a surprise round.
Oh, sick. I can't be surprised anyways.
Oh, lovely. As Artanis... Oh, I don't need that. Artanis and Crimson, you hear shuffling and deep footsteps as you look over, and Crimson, you look very close to you. Are 3 ogres ready to
Oh
lay a
my God.
smack down on their CC and Crimson. So you two are not asleep.
So this one has noticed me.
God damn
Yes. The rest of you are asleep and are in surprise. So if I could get initiative from everyone.
Sure. As I put in the chat, I always act on the surprise round.
That is wonderful, and I would like a reminder if surprise comes up later.
Okay.
Right now, you don't
Yeah.
have to because you and Artanis are not surprised, so you get to act.
Fucking course. Fucking ogres. Well. Okay, let me just see what my AC is.
Right, I need to get Shalendo in here. I think she has a good... Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So that's descending order, and Shalala would go before them. So, surprise, Crimson.
What's the action for disengage? What is it called?
Well, there's a 5-foot step, and there's also both
Also
of them
what?
withdraw. Both of them de-threaten your current square and no other square. But 5-foot step, you only get 5 feet. Withdraw, you get your whole 1 movement.
And I'm in my hammock. It's actions to draw weapons, right?
It is a move action to draw weapons, and it can be combined with movement if necessary.
Okay. Hold on a second. Sorry. Just looking something up. Okay. Staring at this ogre, is it, is it as tall as the trees that my hammock is in?
The trees are reasonably tall. It's not as tall, no. But it seems to be about as tall as it is wide, so it's 10-ish, maybe 15 feet. It's not, that wide. Somewhere in that range, like 12 feet.
Okay. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Let me just look at this real quick. Alright, I am going to... Oh yeah, I'm transformed. I need to put that on. I am going to puff into a smoky mist. Just laying in the hammock, just...
All right, so for all of our benefit, how far away from the fire are you?
I think, honestly, I think I would be a solid, maybe, I don't want to cheese for the spell, but I think I would be decently far from the fire, just so I can get an overview of the party, which I think would maybe be, put me 20 feet out. Far enough to watch the party, but also, like, far enough to be able to hear everything that isn't the party. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that mist wouldn't affect anyone.
Yeah, it'd be me and the ogre.
All right, go ahead and put like an area around you, an aura, and like kind of
Maybe.
Which is 20. Sham.
you do like 15. Doesn't have to be specific because this isn't gridded combat.
Sham.
Great.
And
That's your action.
I can still 5-foot step?
Yeah.
Can I 5-foot step and have it be rolling off the hammock down onto the plain floor?
Yes. Roll me an acrobatics check to stand.
Sure thing.
Okay. Yeah, you're standing. Also, I realize an aura might not be the best idea. Maybe just like a shape, because you're going to be moving around.
Yeah. I mean, I can do what I've done before. Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
And then I just roll off the hammock, 5 feet away. And I will get ready to get my weapons out my next turn. I'm basically just moving away and puffing away in my smoke.
Shalelu is surprised, but would get a check to hear, and hearing combat is a -10 to the DC, so that cancels.
I know we went to Shalelu's turn, but I just want to ask for things. Would I be able to do a stealth roll in the cloud, or is that an action I have to take?
I'd allow you to, I think. I think it's like included with movement that you take. I'm not going to check it right now.
Okay. Okay, that's my stealth.
Shalelu is surprised, but has woken up. Which brings us to the 3 ogres, which I will go down the line. And just... No, not a turn.
Yeah, can he...
Would you have yelled or not?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't have, because it's both a whoops, I forgot that you guys were still asleep because I was looking at everything, but I also rationalized it as I need to keep my stealth, so I probably wouldn't have. In the heat of the moment.
Right. Okay.
Well.
Dexterity 0, -5 modifier. Okay, so consider your AC as if your dexterity were 0, which is a -5 modifier. And
Okay.
I will get 1 attack on you. Just 1. Well, that's going to be a 30 to hit you, Ver.
Well, I do believe that hits.
Then the hit on Ver, you're definitely not asleep anymore.
Right. Yeah.
CC.
So the with my dexterity, I have a 16.
Mm-hmm. And then CC. That's going to be a 15 to hit you.
That hits. My AC is 10.
Mm-hmm. And the other one is just gonna wing wildly. Creatures further away have total concealment, 50% chance if I even pick the right square for you. How high up was your hammock?
I think like a normal hammock, maybe like midway up the tree.
Okay. So it's just a whiff on that one.
Okay.
So, Ver, told you I would make you fear for your life.
I'm afraid.
Didn't know this was gonna be how it was.
What's the damage? Let me just. I haven't. This guy isn't even set up.
Okay.
97 out of 97.
Oh yeah, I apologize for that.
Oh, no worries.
So that is 17 damage as this ogre slams its great club down on you.
Ow! I scream. I yell.
Oh yeah, everyone's awake at this point. And then for CC, that is actually also a different combination to receive 17 damage as you are very abruptly awakened.
Very rudely awakened.
Very abruptly, very rudely awakened. So Bear gets past your surprise. You're awake, but you've already been attacked and you're surprised. Artanis, you're not surprised.
Okay.
You were asleep, and you haven't been attacked.
Okay. I'm going to cast Field, and I'm gonna run down. So hop down off the cage, and I think I would try
Right.
to position myself right here, like on the corner of the giants, or on the corner of the ogres, if that were possible.
Okay.
Probably hop over me.
Yeah.
Are you doing this with acrobatics? Because otherwise, they do still have their attacks of opportunity.
Oh, because of the reach.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, I could
It's up to you.
give it a shot if I. Yeah, you know what? I'll make it with acrobatics
Okay, so that is...
because I'm trying to draw their attention anyways.
I believe my highest CMD +2 to get in through threatened areas. Yeah.
Okay.
So DC 20.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. They think to swing at you, but it just tactically would not be a good decision. And you are in position.
And could I yell at them in giant? Back off, you dirty scavengers.
Absolutely, roll intimidation.
Yeah. I would love to fail here. 14.
14.
Probably,
Not awful. We'll see. It is coming from a little medium-sized creature.
Basically, yeah. And I'm light for my size category anyways.
and you have mismatching arms.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so move action. I haven't taken a swift, but I don't think... I'll enter my stance of Archon style. And I think that's all my actions. Can't quite attack yet.
Sure. Okay, so you shout this out, and you see them, like, confused and, like, look at each other. This very much got their attention, but unfortunately, just barely not enough. They respect you now. They're still gonna
okay.
try to kill you.
Okay, that's fair, as long as they're trying to kill me.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cece, you're hurt and on the ground, and back up to the top. No longer surprised, everyone gets turns. Crimson.
Yay.
Alright, hello. Where is it? So, swift action to unleash my spring-loaded wrist sheath, which puts a dagger into my hand. And
Right.
because my obscuring mist obviously covers myself too, what type of roll would you have it be to feel around for a nearby tree? Or, if my back's already against a tree?
I guess just a quick perception. I can't think of the word, but like tactile perception.
Alright.
Active. Perception.
Okay, perception.
Okay, yeah, you can shift yourself very easily to the...
I would like to shift myself to find a tree and then begin climbing it.
Okay. This is definitely a combat game, so I need to get a climb check from you.
Sure. 16.
16. Okay. Oh, okay. Any surface with adequate handholds and footholds, such as a very rough natural rock surface or a tree. So that's your DC. If you want to, do you have a climb speed?
No.
Okay, so it's going to be at a quarter of your normal speed.
My speed.
Okay, so yeah, you can climb 5, or you can accelerated climbing to move 10 feet, but you take a -5 to your check.
Okay.
It is it's a DC 15 for this tree.
So I probably don't want a -5 to my check.
Yeah, and I mean, you already made the check. So now your feet are 5 feet off the ground.
Okay. I'm climbing this tree. I want to get to the height of it. I know my fog goes 20 feet high as well, but I just want to go to the height of this tree.
Okay. Which, yes, you do remember is taller than the ogres.
Yes.
Shalelu is going to sit herself up. Oh, I have too many things. Too many things. Too many books. That's not true. I love having this many books. Oh, that's the wrong book, though. Oh, boy. You. Are going to... Actually, that's a fair point. Oops. What subtype are you? Nope, humanoid giant. Not gonna get a bonus from favorite enemy. Is going to sit up, whip her, whip her, her composite bow and fling 2 shots into the one above Cece. Yeah, that's her goal. Yeah. It's a good thing to do. Okay. So let's roll for that both times. First one plus 11. Yeah, that's a 30 to hit. Right back at them. Which will pretty obviously hit. And the second one at a plus 6 will unfortunately whiff with a 10. But that first one gets in with... God. D8 plus 1. Oh, wow. A whole 2 damage. Still waking up.
Alrighty.
Back to these guys.
Back to these jerks.
These jerk ones.
Interrupting my sleep.
Literally. So I'm going to give them a wisdom check to see if they can ignore their aggressor or if they're going to be persuaded. So theirs is going to be that die. If they roll under their wisdom, they did a good job. They can ignore. Not under. Wow, they're both swinging at you. All right.
At who?
Both of the top ones are going to swing at Artanis. Yay, did good.
Wowzers. Good thing. Okay. Well.
So we've got... Okay, well, one of them is a 12. Another one is a 18.
Neither of those will hit.
Okay, well, they respect you enough to kill you first, and as such, they both swing. You manage to get out of the way, and their great clubs leave just a massive crack right above you. as the other one is going to get a bit of a perception, trying to see if it knows where you are. That should be reasonable with their perception, yeah. It's gonna know where you are, just not, Crimson. And, I think is gonna try to step forward to spot you. A would-be total is now partial.
Yeah.
So I know where you are, and I'm 5 feet away because I can do that. And I guess not necessarily. Well, yeah. I'd look for you anyway. And so 20% miss chance. Okay. No need for the mischance. However, that is just a 10 on the swing, so Crimson, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the air on that one.
So that covers all 3 of their whiffs. There.
Okay. So. If I crawled back 5 feet and then stood up. Oh, wait. He has reach.
Also, I'm pretty sure crawling does provoke.
And I've looked online. I can't find any way to stand up without provoking. So. Well, I think I'm just going to provoke. I'm going to stand up and grab my sword that's right next to me always.
You're standing up?
Yep.
Sorry, I was reading.
Oh, no
Okay,
worries.
well, I no longer get any bonuses against you. You have your full dexterity back.
16.
Just not your armor.
Right.
Base 17 roll. I'm gonna get that.
Okay.
Nine plus 7, 16. 16 damage as this
16.
one slams into you.
All right. 16, you say? 16.
The other one's gonna save their attack of opportunity.
And so I've just stood up. Now I'm going to attack this ogre.
Yeah,
Okay,
standard
so-
attack.
Yes. So that's 15. 17?
Yes, that hits.
Wonderful.
You slice along, and while its hide is quite thick, it is a giant after all. You do cut into it.
Plus 10. Ow! 19 damage.
19. Ouch.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that was a good hit. Artanis. This
All
one
right.
still has its attack of opportunity. This one does not.
It
Gotcha.
was kind of mid, to be honest. 3, 4, 2, mid.
It's just, yeah, it's slightly below average. But,
That was
Still-
literally mid because he has half health now.
oh,
True.
okay.
No, that's, I think you're doing your math wrong there.
I'm gonna spend a swift action to give myself a +4 dodge bonus to AC for 1 round.
Oh, he does.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use a move action to give myself the second style in the Archon tree for Archon Diversion. And then I will use an action to make an attack against this one, and I will fight defensively.
Okay.
Which one? The top one?
The one in the middle.
Ah. Okay.
I'm just trying to remember if I had taken something to... No? Okay, not yet. Alright, so I'm gonna make this attack. It's gonna be at -4.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of dice that it rolls.
Oh,
not
snap.
necessarily-
Okay,
It's
well,
just the first attack. It's just the first attack.
first attack is still definitely going to hit.
Okay.
So 8 damage on that.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
Works just
And,
fine.
Yeah. Crimson Piranha's debut slash, at least it hits. And I think I'm good there. I think I've used up all my action economy.
Yeah, you certainly have. Cece.
Okay, so standing up provokes an attack of opportunity, but what if I do a 5-foot roll and roll towards Artanis and Bear? Would that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Combat rule.
No. You can use your 5-foot step, I believe, to roll 5 feet.
Okay, cool.
And if you can't, I'm going to say you can.
Cool. I will roll right there. So
Okay.
5-foot distance from this one here. So my question is, am I within 30 feet of her?
30 feet. I'll say yes.
Okay, perfect. So Cece's gonna, as she rolls, she's gonna slam her hands on the ground, and the ground below Artanis and Bear's feet is gonna ignite, and then below her is gonna ignite, and then the trail is gonna go to our friend, and it's gonna ignite, and I'm gonna cast haste on everybody.
Ooh.
So quick summary of haste, just to save a bit of reading, is this. But that is a standard action to do that. I rolled for my movement. I don't have any.
Ooh.
I don't have any.
Hello,
swift
extra
actions
attack mode.
that I can do.
Made.
Yes. So if you're making a full attack action, you get an extra attack, and you get to use your full base attack bonus plus your mods for that specific attack. You get a +1 additional to all your attack rolls. Your dodge AC goes up by 1. If you lose your dex AC, you'll lose that as well. And then it's an extra 30 feet of movement, but it caps out at twice your movement. It also includes climb speed, fly, burrow, and land movement.
Nice.
Oh, bam! Everybody's feet are like glowing with not burning fire. But yeah, they're all hasted, including myself. That's the end of my turn. 'Cause that's all I can do.
I'll let it slide this time because I wasn't paying attention.
For what?
Crimson.
What?
I wasn't thinking. Spells, especially ones with verbal and somatic components, are subject to attacks of opportunity as well.
Do they have a 10-foot reach?
Yeah,
Oh.
They do.
pretty sure they do.
Okay. Well, if you want to take a swing at me, we can do the concentration check. I'm not opposed to playing fair. It's up to you.
That's fair. I just think it's fair enough to me because I didn't think about it until after you cast it.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So
Very
Crimson.
fair.
Yeah, I'm on the side of a tree.
And there is an ogre face right in the mist that you can see.
Oh, I can see his face. That's fun.
A little obscured, but
Mhm. I want to keep climbing. I want to get to the top of this tree. I have a plan. It's probably not going to come to fruition, but I have a plan.
yeah, you can climb for 10 feet up the tree, or you can climb for 20 feet up the tree with a -5 to your roll. and it's a DC 15.
Mm-hmm. Does it okay? This I probably can't get the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Does a failed climb check for 20 feet take me off the tree, or does it just mean I don't go 20 feet up?
If you fail by 4 or less, you make no progress. If you fail by 5 or more, you...
Huh. Do I trust my climb?
That's up to you.
You trusted it to go up a dang tower.
I did trust it to go up a tower. That's
fair.
true.
That's very fair.
That's a really good point.
Very fair. As I said it.
But this is at a -5. I didn't have a -5 for the tower. I'll just go... I'll just go 10 feet.
CC. If this turn is your first turn, then you would get 6 full rounds after it of this being active, and after that it would go away. So I think it would include your 7th turn if this turn was your first turn.
It was. Yep. Okay. So I will keep that in mind for future round cast spells. Thank you.
Yeah. So Crimson, how far are you climbing?
I'm just doing 10. I don't want to risk falling off the tree.
Okay, so DC 15 to climb 10 feet. Oh, right. Taking 10? Actually, you can't do that. Specifically, taking 10 can't happen in stressful periods.
Yeah, so here's my roll. I don't think you said, what's the DC?
DC 15 to climb a tree.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking jinx myself. I technically should be unable to fail this.
Yes, you are 15 feet up now.
I should have taken the -5. It's fine.
It's okay. Yeah. 15 feet up and 3 feet above the head of this ogre.
Okay.
Still, your head is like barely peeking up above your mist.
Okay, this is a dumb question, but
Sure.
he swung at my previous position, and I just climbed higher in the tree, and he's a goofy-looking ogre. Could I stealth in like a higher up branch?
I'll give you it, but he's
With
getting
penalty?
with a penalty.
I gotta ask.
It's gonna be a -4. This is a harsh penalty right there, and he up. So
That's acceptable. -4. 17.
okay, got it. Keep that in mind. Put that in a box or something.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm climbing, and I'm trying to stay hidden, because I have a plan. I'm like Dutch from Red Dead Redemption. I got a plan, Arthur.
Shalelu is seeing the damage done by Ver and kind of thinks that's going to work itself out, so is going to continue to strike the middle ogre. I need to do this sequentially, not collectively. Books everywhere. Plus 11 is going to be 14, which is going to miss. But plus 6 on a 23 is going to hit. So that second one is going to hit for 5 piercing damage. Bringing it back to their turn. So top guy is absolutely going to attack you, Ver. Bottom guy
Naturally.
is
I'd
not
throw
really
dirt in his eye if I
concerned
could.
about that. So is going to attack Artanis. And
AC of 17.
AC 17. Got it.
I'm going to use my Archon style to intercept that strike and direct it to me.
Okay.
Well, thank
Cool.
you.
Um,
How sweet.
how does that work? Is that just happens? Is there a check that needs to be made?
No, it's just a one time per round, just free thing for Archon style.
Got it. Well, that'll be a 26 to hit you.
Glad I
Artanis.
diverted it. That will not hit.
Okay.
Well done.
And the other's less. See, you're still overpowered even after respecking.
Well, I
Um,
respect for protection. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
True. And then the other one is going to try to spot with their perception is not going to be 17 and is going to swing and whiff. Ver,
All right, full.
you watch the club coming at you and almost miraculously, as if like with pressure points and like pulling tendons, swings towards and around Artanis as he like manipulates the arm.
leaving him wildly open for my slash.
Exactly.
23 damage.
And that is going to cut this one down.
Bisect his head. Right down the middle.
Well, Crimson, 2 of them went after Artanis, and 19 failed to hit him, so...
I didn't hear the second ogre swing.
Oh, yes, I get another attack.
It's also your full attack if you would have other attacks normally anyway.
Okay. Yeah, so just 1 second, let me check. I forgot my second attack's 10. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Sure. That'll hit.
Unnatural 20. I'll roll
That'll
out
hit.
this damage before I roll another attack. 21
Okay,
damage.
still standing, looking very hurt.
And here's the third one. I guess if he's not dead. I was expecting him to die. So it gets 15.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
just
that'll hit.
roll that damage. 19 damage.
19. Eviscerated. Artanis.
All right.
You can see the butt end of one sticking out of a mist.
Awesome. I'm gonna. Is it not? It's not gonna be paying attention to me if I run like behind it, right? Because it's looking
No.
for Crimson. Okay.
It's not.
So I'm gonna aim for its butt. I'm gonna run up to it. I think I'll spend another key point to bump up my AC,
Okay.
and then I think I'll fight defensively again, but I'll make another single swing.
Okay.
I should
Plus
really.
1 from the haste, plus 2 from flanking.
So it's gonna be a -1 net because I'm fighting
Okay.
defensively.
Yes.
19.
20? 19. Yeah, 19 still hits.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Rolling damage. Why does it roll so many d4s? Okay, 7 damage.
Well,
Just
if
enough
you
to
roll
annoy
the if you roll the damage as is, it doesn't know if crit or not. Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yes, 7 damage. Now it's aware of you.
Okay.
CC.
Okay. Cece is going to. You know what? Why not? We're gonna do Empowered Spell. And we're gonna increase Burning Arc, which actually is only gonna cost me 1 additional spell slot because it's my signature spell. And we're gonna turn that to healing, and that's going to the Phoenix is gonna go through, hit Vare, and then turn back around and hit CC. So first set of heals is going to Vare, and the second set's going to her.
Okay.
Righteous. Lay it on me.
Oh, rolled twice. My bad. The first one you get 37 HP back, and I get 9.
What ogres?
What ogre?
Seriously. Let's see. 37. Oh no, that's too much. Too much. Too much. 14.
Too much, darling.
Oh, too much. That's too much. Pretty sure it was 97. Yes, 97 was it.
Okay, so that's my action. In Pathfinder, you can action in the move or move and then action, but you can't move, action, move, right?
Yes.
Okay,
You
great.
cannot split your move unless you have specific feats to do that.
Okay.
Oh.
I just need to check because I don't know if it shuts off. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna move, pew, and I'm gonna go over here. So I have eyes on this guy too, but I'm out of, I'm out of the way for Bear when he wants to charge in.
Got it.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Crimson. 15 feet up.
Yeah, I want to go high enough to be out of my mist.
All right.
Just a little.
One additional climb would suffice.
Okay. So climb roll. As part.
Yeah, that could let you go 5 or 10 feet up. Whatever
Okay,
you desire.
I'll go 5 so I can be on the edge of the mist.
Yes, your feet will now be on the edge of the mist. Your head will be clear above.
And if part of that climbing movement, would I be able to pull out a weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll pull out my kukri.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sounds so silly.
And I mean, I don't, but I also kind of know where the ogre is.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
know the general area where it is.
Okay. Because I want to jump on it.
Okay.
Like Shadow of the Colossus. I want to land on it with my daggers and start just cutting down into it.
Okay.
So what do you need from me?
God, I don't know. I'll need an acrobatics to make sure you jump to an adequate position so that, like, within your jump, within your movement itself, you are in a good position to attack by the time you get down there, because you had to memorize that.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, you can attack with the 20% miss chance.
Okay. So fingers crossed for an acrobatics. Oh boy.
Because, like, you do know where it is.
18.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Landed on its back or whatever. Then what do I roll for the mischance?
Just roll to attack, and then roll a percentile. And low is bad.
Low is bad. Now, here's my new attack with a kukri.
Okay.
Not too stabby.
What the fuck's a...
Oh, what?
I don't know my dice.
D100.
What am I rolling? Okay, D100.
D100.
Yeah, like Call of Cthulhu.
8%. 45. You don't miss. So that'll get 10 slashing. And if you have anything special that you could add on to that, I think I would allow that.
Okay, so a Stalker Vigilante can deal hidden strike damage to a target that I'm flanking or is denied its dexterity bonus, or if it doesn't know mid-fight and be considered unaware, and I think you said no, despite the wording of Startling Appearance, but I think that's meant to mean stealthing before combat happens.
Right. Okay.
I mean, that's why I'm here.
So I guess it depends on you.
I think,
Yeah.
I'll give you, because of the unconventional nature and direction of your attack, flanking. You didn't need it to hit, but it makes sense for your attack.
Okay. So then I'm rolling an additional 3d4, and that is precision damage.
Okay. 15
So 10
damage.
Yeah, 10 and 5. With my new +2 kukri.
The ogre roars out and like tries to shake you off, as it is quite hurt. Shalelu is going to dash to the side, to a point where she can see, and is going to loose 3 arrows with +1s to each. First one is going to miss. Second one is definitely going to hit, and third one is a crit.
Yeah.
That's gonna confirm.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And because I want to do this, I am going to add everything there. That's a lot. So we're going to grab... Okay. 7 plus... 7 plus 19. 26 damage from behind, and that's going to take it out as it collapses.
I just ride it down like Monster Hunter with my kukri in its back.
Hell yeah.
And the visuals I like to imagine, Artanis sees Crimson Dagger literally walking down the back of the ogre out of the mist. Like he hops off his back leg, walking down the ogre like a set of stairs.
That was ill.
Nicely done. I couldn't see most of it, but I can tell you did a very good job.
Oh,
Wow.
Cece, I see what you did, and yes, that's totally acceptable.
Okay, thank you. I didn't want to take up too much space, but I'm like, I need to make sure that this is obvious for people as we're tracking.
It's usually good to get the surprise on our enemies. And what better way to the surprise than from above?
Yep.
He wipes his kukri on his sleeve.
Artanis thinks back to all the times they got jumped from enemies above them.
Yep.
That's very true.
There's a feat for that.
There is.
Yeah, there
You
is.
do
a
extra
feat for
damage
that.
when you jump from trees and high spaces. And I was
Yeah, there's
just
like a
thinking
full
about it.
fighting style around it.
Mm-hmm.
There's gotta be. Anyway,
Well, that got the blood
is
going.
everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, I'm unfazed.
I've had worse, but I can take care of myself. Are you okay?
Other than a bit startled, I'm happy to see that I'm escorting a hearty party.
We do party hardy. That's true.
I'm gonna leave this ogre in the fog until it dissipates, but I'll move to the other twos to check any pockets.
Pockets is. I'm gonna go ahead and start donning my armor.
That's fair. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my shift by helping Ver don his. It is plate mail, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Late meal indeed.
Crimson?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone on the first and last shift is going to need an additional 2 hours of rest to be considered getting a full rest.
Since I overslept, I assume that I have extra rest.
Well,
Okay.
this is the graveyard shift. This was the second shift, I believe. Or no,
I'm at the dawn.
He slept through.
this is the third shift.
Oh,
right,
wait.
right.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't.
would be the start of the third shift.
I guess in that case, because wait,
No,
Yeah, but
first shift.
I'm-
Second shift was Artanis, who got the ogres
I
on
was
us.
asleep, and I don't necessarily
Right,
know
okay.
how long into his shift it took.
Yeah, I think that's the question. Did they attack towards like the beginning-ish of his shift, or towards the end, where he would have been waking Ver
Right.
and CC?
it would have been towards the end because there had to be time for drift.
So, would you say yes, rest? No, not rest?
I would say that yes, you need the additional rest. Granted,
Dang it.
you have 2 hours extra time each day to do whatever you need to. So it doesn't have to impair you if you focus strictly on moving today. You can take that extra 2 hours before your shift or after your shift, get like an extra little thing for one of the others.
Maybe I should. What do you guys think? Do you think I should lay back down right now, or?
Why don't you lay down now? CC will stay up, and then we'll switch.
Oh, I doubt with the scent of dead ogres in the area, anything else will plan on bothering us when they see the carnage.
That's a good strong point. And I'm already getting my armor on as Artanis buckles another buckle. So, with that in mind, maybe we should just go. And I'll rest extra when we end.
Okay.
And I'm
Got
still
it. So,
looking through their
yeah.
pocket.
got
Okay.
it. So, third shift will be going on right now, and then auxiliary shift after that. Got it.
This may sound a little strange, but can CC nap in the cart to avoid exhaustion? I'm fine with not getting the spell slots back that I spent, but to avoid exhaustion when they get on the road, can she just like power nap in the back of the cart?
Yes. As long as they are, keeping the 30-foot pace, that would not jostle the cart enough to upset you.
Okay, yeah. So CC will stay up and just kind of share. I'll just sleep in the back of the cart. It's fine. I can catch up on rest that way.
Will
Okay.
Vera do the same?
Well, I gotta ride a horse, so that's a little bit more difficult.
That's true.
So
I
I
could
will.
hold the reins if you wanted to sleep.
We could probably just hitch Hope to the cart during the time that you're not riding her.
True. Or since you're gonna watch, maybe I could just crawl in for another couple hours, and then you wake me after I've slept another 2 hours, and then we finish the watch.
That's fine, but we'd have to get you out of the armor you just finished putting on.
Take
Yeah,
it off.
hold still.
Right.
Cece will help him out of his armor. So
Well,
he can go
it
back
doesn't
to
take
sleep.
nearly as long to get the stuff that we've already done. And, yeah. And so I'm going to lay back down. And do you want a fortitude to see if I can get back to sleep?
No, there's no need for that. You can get back to. I mostly rolled last time to see, like, was Crimson disturbed enough to make him need to sleep longer?
Fair. Okay.
But
Cool.
this definitely was disturbed enough to sleep longer.
Right.
All right, we're going to get this night, and then I'll pull us back to the.
Yep. Cece is gonna relight the fire and just kind of poke at her ion stone. That's also giving her light. Does that? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask. Does that fall off your head or like go into dormant mode when you're not conscious when you're asleep? Because she would probably know that and have it in her pocket if she knew it wouldn't work while she was sleeping. I tried to check and I couldn't find that answer.
I would assume it doesn't care for state of capacitation.
As long as it's still in orbit.
It would just keep orbiting.
Okay, yeah. So she would even have it going while she's sleeping. She's that against being in the dark.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hmm.
36.
Okay. You find amongst all of them some pretty boring, typical stuff. There is a size type large hide armor on all of them, a large great club, 4 javelins, and some other knickknacks, and I will yeah, why not? You also find a crumpled up piece of parchment with some, unfortunately now, blood-stained lettering on it, and whisper. From what you can read, it reads... Okay. Just a little Easter egg.
Interesting.
The rest is either sweaty or bloody and indecipherable.
Okay, he'll pocket that and get ready to bring that up in the morning.
Nice.
And then he'll
Okay.
go back to his hammock, and when morning time comes and the fog has faded, he'll loot the other one.
Okay, so how are we doing? Are we following the normal structure of the watches, or are we putting Artanis on 2 extra hours tonight, or?
I thought that since
I'm just unsure.
Cece was up, Cece was going to take the last watch and wake me up. I mean, theoretically, you wake me up into it because it's a 4-hour watch. You wake me up, and then you can go to sleep. would
Yeah,
be.
you could do that.
And then we could get it like that, so you could get your spells back and whatnot.
You both slept 6 hours so far. So if you split the last watch into 2, you could each get the up to 8 hours without interfering with the day. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, let's do that. And then for tracking purposes, I did use 2 slotted spells during that fight. Would I get those 2 spell slots back?
With a long rest, I'm pretty sure.
Thought about that.
It's not
but
actually a long rest. It's more like a nap. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm inclined to think no, just because it's a short amount of sleep.
Yeah, I think you're gonna hold on to that.
Okay.
Mostly because you only have like a 7% chance to meet anything else today.
And that was kind of my thought too. I was thinking if we wanted to meet in the middle about that, we could do a spell slot back, but to be perfectly honest,
Right.
It doesn't seem like it's enough sleep to warrant those 2 coming back, so.
Well, did you have the spells before?
I had the slots, yeah.
So, what's to say you wouldn't have tipped over into the long rest yet, so you would still be drawn upon the ones that you had from before. Does that make sense?
I do understand that.
Okay.
I think I am still going to hold as is, and
Fair.
we can revisit this topic later if necessary.
No.
Because I'm willing to talk about it.
This is probably a rare circumstance in this case, but
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how rare it might be, but
that's true.
yeah,
We can
because a
powwow
lot
about
of
it
waking
later.
up. Yeah, for sure. And I'm fully willing to accept the ruling. No worries. But it is getting kind of late.
Yeah, so I'll get a perception check from CC and Ver subsequently, or sequentially, and then we will.
Could do it real quick here.
16
Oh, God
and
damn it.
5. Well, lucky for you, whether or not you're paying attention, the day comes to a start, and we can bring
no
everyone
ogres.
to the title screen.
No ogres is good ogres.
We did it! We survived the ogre attack in the middle of the night! Woo!
You did your first nighttime encounter, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it.
First random encounter on the road.
Yep,
Yeah.
We don't do a lot of traveling, so
that's true.
I did my first jumping attack of what I will hope to be many of this campaign.
hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
That is what's up.
Well, great game as always. Thank you so much. We broke the 50s, guys. This was session 51.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, we did it.
Still going strong too.
It has. It has. We've been doing great. This has been a lot of fun. GM, this is a blast. Thank you again so much for having me. I know I say that often, but I truly mean it. But for now,
Here,
everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Goodbye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone.